Yo, welcome to another episode of Great Conversation and Guests, man. It's your boy Turbo. I'm back with another episode, man. You already know we just came off a good weekend of sports, man. From college football to NFL and the NBA. The Cavaliers still undefeated. You feel me? It was some upsets in college football, and it was some crazy wild endings in NFL this weekend. We're gonna jump into all that. We're gonna dive into it. Make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe. You already know we're gonna get right into it. Yo, make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe too. So we're gonna start with some NBA talk. There was some good NBA games over the weekend. The Cavs stay undefeated. They 12-0. They just came off beating the Bulls, you feel me, 119 to 113. It really was a tough game. The last couple of games really been tough, close games for them, you feel me? But they've been able to stick it out though. I thought the Bulls was gonna probably pull off a miracle. You know how the Bulls do. They'll probably be the team or knock off the undefeated team, but no Cinderella story, you feel me? Donovan Mitchell dropped 36, you feel me? He had a good game. Evan Mobley dropped a double-double, you feel me? And like I said, all around, this Cavaliers look like a real good team, you feel me? Now on FanDuel, they got a prop bet up right now, seeing that they gonna go 82-0. Like I said, I ain't saying they gonna go 82-0. I ain't saying they gonna beat no all-time record or none of that, but I for sure think the Cavs gonna make it in the long run, as long as they play healthy and the way they rotation is against certain teams. I'm starting to see how they playing. They rotating and playing a big man during certain teams. They feel like they got matchups. They trying to really trying to figure this shit out. And I feel like they just gonna be there in the long run. But they still rolling though. 12-0. They sitting on top of the Eastern Conference. Uh, the Thunders beat the Clippers 134 to 128. You know they missing Chet Holmgren right now. He went down with like a some type of hip injury or something like that. They say he's gonna be out for a while. I feel like they really gonna miss him, especially if he ain't back during the playoffs. I feel like that's when they gonna miss him the most. You feel me? But like during the season, I think that OKC team gonna be able to hold it down and make a push for the playoffs. But I think in the playoffs, that's when they gonna miss Chet Holmgren the most, especially his defense, his offense too, but especially that defense because he was just top in blocks in the NBA. So they definitely gonna miss that rim presence when he down there. But Shea Gill gonna hold them boys down. They just came off a good win. They was just number two a couple days ago in the West. Now they back at number one. You feel me? The Spurs came off beating the Kings. The Spurs, man, they try. It looked like they trying to figure it out, but me personally, I just think they need to give Wemby the ball, man. Give him the ball more and let him do what he do. You feel me? I was just telling a couple of my homies like not to they need to kind of adopt kind of what the Sixers did with Embiid. You feel me? Sometimes give it to him on the post and let him work. See if he gonna do the post or he gonna step out and do what he gonna do, or give it to him at the top of the key, get him a little screen or run a screen and roll with him and CP or somebody or Vassell, Keldon Johnson, whoever. Let them run the high screen and see if he gonna shoot it or whatever. You feel me? Because he had a good game against the Kings, against Sabonis. He played good. He had 34. He had 34.6 assists and 14 boards. So you already know what he did on the defensive side. So I feel like if the Spurs really want to be successful, they gotta get him. He gotta have more games like this, 30, 34 points. You feel me? If y'all want to win, he gotta have games like that. So big shouts out to the Spurs. They got a big win over the Kings too. And the Pelicans fall to the Nets 107 to 105. They came up short. Brandon Ingram, he had a good game, but Cam Thomas really leading the way for the Nets, 17 points, you feel me? The Nets they are an okay team in the Eastern Conference, but I'm kind of disappointed in the Pelicans because I had a bigger expectations for them, but Zion did go down. They saying that he really out for the season with a hamstring injury, and it's just like this what it is with him every season. He can't stay healthy no matter what. If he got his weight down or if he overweight, it's just always something with injuries with him. And I don't know what if he and when he ain't on the court, I just feel like they ain't got no chance at all for the Pelicans. I feel like at this point they probably just need to go and break that up over there. Probably get Brandon Ingram from over there because this Pelican team they ain't they season. I can already see how they season finna go, especially with no Zion Williams. CJ McCollum been kind of hurt already. And yeah, that team just ain't gonna do it with just Brandon Ingram over there. But we gonna see though. You feel me? And I told y'all about how the conferences and stuff, since it's still early, everybody been fluctuating, you feel me? Standings has been going crazy right now. Like I said, the Thunder was just they just lost 2 games. They ain't undefeated no more, so they lost 2 games. They had dropped, but now they back on top. You feel me? They number one in the Western Conference. The Suns number two, Warriors number three, the Nuggets number four now, the Rockets five, Grizzlies six, the Lakers seven, and the Timberwolves eighth right now. You feel me? Now the Lakers are still a surprise to me. You feel me? I'm surprised they still in that top eight right now, even though they started off 3-0, and now they like 5-4 right now. So it's been a real shaky start to the Lakers season. But I know one thing for sure: if Anthony Davis is not on the court, it's definitely gonna be hard for the Lakers to stay above 500 for sure. I think it's gonna be tough for them. But as long as Anthony Davis out there, because he's a front runner for the MVP right now, he's been putting up crazy stats, over 30 points a game, double double. You feel me? Averaging 2.3 blocks a game. You feel me? He been a monster out there and just been Anthony Davis. Everybody been asking for. You feel me? So as long as the Lakers can keep him healthy and keep him on the court, they definitely got a chance to make a run for the playoffs too. And my Memphis Grizzlies, like I said, they sitting at number 6. John Morant, they say he week to week. He been out with a hip injury too. If y'all ain't see, he went up for alley hoop a couple of games ago and came down kind of bad, so he been week to week. But our supporting cast, they've been stepping up. The rookies been stepping up. Zach Edey been stepping up. Jaren Jackson just came off a big game with 39 points. Uh, Scottie Pippen Jr. been stepping up. Just had a triple double. Like I said, the rookie Zach Edey, Wales been stepping up. Like I said, so everybody been stepping up. Baines been out. Marcus Smart been out. John Morant been out. It ain't good. It don't look good, but you still got to get the job done at the end of the day. Like I said, when John Morant be able to come back, or when Desmond Baines be come back, or even Marcus Smart be able to come back, then I feel like it is gonna start getting it's gonna probably start getting a little better for us. So make sure y'all will be tuning into that, and hopefully y'all in tuning in right now, because I ain't able to watch it right now. So hopefully y'all watching it. But the in seasons tournament just started today. And we got a couple of games going on right now. We got the Heat's taking on the Pistons. They're still in the first quarter, but the Pistons got the lead right now in that game. Hawks taking on the Celtics. It's a tie game in the first quarter. Jaylen Brown been back lately in the lineup too. He called Giannis a child a couple of games ago because he went for a handshake and Giannis faked him out. I think that was kind of funny, but yeah, they got in the game with the Hawks right now, first quarter, 20-20. Our Hornets, man, LaMelo Ball and Brandon Miller, they've been hooping well together. Trey Mann been hooping. Miles Bridges has been hooping. Bob Mute just had a good game a couple of games ago. So like I said, and LaMelo Ball, a top 5 scorer in the league right now, sitting with like 29 points, 29 points a game. I think like almost 7 assists a game and like 5 rebounds. So he's been a top 5 player all season. You feel me? And like I said, I had high expectations for the Hornets too. They sitting at number 8 in the Eastern Conference, and I feel like that's a good spot for them right now. And they gonna keep it. Hopefully, they can keep it steady and keep winning games, and or at least keep being in good games. Cause I thought the Magic would be dropped by now, especially without Paulo Banchero being in the lineup, but they find themselves still sitting at number 4 in the Eastern Conference. And I already know how the Eastern Conference is. It's barely people over 500 over there, so I'm surprised they up there, and the Hornets where they at, but hopefully everything gonna change. But yeah, the Hornets and the Magic in a good game right now, 24-26 in the first quarter. Let's see what they doing. Uh, like I said, LaMelo Ball, he off to a high start right now, 16-2 right now. So like I said, he's been shooting the ball well, attacking the ball well, and playing with other people well right now. So like, yeah, they gonna get it together. I promise you, they gonna get it together though. But make sure y'all leave a comment and let me know what y'all think about the NBA season so far. What y'all teams been doing. What y'all think about this in-season tournament. Who y'all think gonna win the in-season tournament? Drop a comment. Let me know so we can talk about it. And make sure you like, comment, subscribe. And the next thing we're gonna get into is some college football games over the weekend. So number 12 Boise State, number 13 Boise State, they they playoff hopes alive too. And as John Jency keeps showing why he the number one running back in the country. Another big game, 34 carries, 209 yards, 3 touchdowns to help his team get over Nevada, 28-21. You feel me? And man, Joe, that Heisman race is real thin right now. It's a real tight race. I ain't gonna lie. It's probably like almost one of the tightest races probably in Heisman. We gonna see. I'm trying to tell you, but what bro doing, he definitely building his draft stock. And he definitely got some good teams looking at him. And I really know some teams that can really use a running back like him. You feel me? If they use him the right way, because you be seeing nowadays coaches don't be knowing how to use good players. So if the right team get him and he go to the right situation, he definitely gonna shine. And I don't know if he gonna put up stats like he doing right now, but he definitely gonna be useful. And but man, if he stay on this pace of run, he just gonna have a crazy season, man. That Heisman race just gonna keep getting harder. It's gonna keep getting harder. I'm trying to tell you, but it might not, cause Georgia Tech was able to upset Miami, and they was able to pull out the victory, 28-23. You feel me? And one thing I think gonna be controversial is going to be when Miami went for a 2 point conversion and they ain't get it. So I feel like that probably was like really what changed that whole dynamic of that game at the end of the day. You feel me? Ken Ward, he played good, but he had 300 yards, three touchdowns, but at the end of the day, they just couldn't get it done. And Georgia Tech only threw for 67 yards passing. That's crazy. They only threw for 67 yards passing. They still able to get that victory. You feel me? Their defense came up well. They ran the ball real good. You feel me? And they was just able to it was just a dog fight. And Georgia Tech was able to just win. You feel me? But this ain't the first time Georgia Tech done upsetted a top team already. You feel me? They started the season off like that against FSU. So you feel me? And then they knocked off another team a couple of weeks after that. So they was already doing that. So I think Miami probably just went in. I ain't gonna say like not overlooking them, but they kind of probably was just thinking they was just gonna steamroll over Georgia Tech, and Georgia Tech really wasn't having that, and they put up a fight. But everybody was talking that Ken Ward probably lose some Heisman points for that, and he probably did. But at the end of the day, he ain't really had no bad games. You feel me? Like I said, he threw the ball good. He ain't had no turnovers, nothing like that. So at the end of the day, his Heisman probably did drop because his team lost. And then you see his team, they just moved up. They had just moved up in the AP polls just a little bit. After a couple of weeks, they ain't really moved too far. They went from like sixth to fifth or something like that, and they was still winning. And it was a couple of teams that I think that was above them that they should have been above, but I guess that's why right there. And now they just dropped all the way back down to like I believe like 11th or 12th. So yeah, they dropped back down to 12. So yeah, so hopefully they can turn it around next week and get back in that winning column. But Cam Ward, he still probably gonna be up there for Heisman because other than him, who else you gonna put up there if you ask me? You feel me? But another good game was Ole Miss was able to upset Georgia 28-10. You feel me? Now this another game. Georgia, they I'm telling y'all, I don't know why everybody so high on Carson, but it's another game. He turning the ball over. You feel me? He almost the last like 5 games he been having turnovers. His decision making don't be looking real good to me. You feel me? He got some nice receivers over there, and they got a nice running back. You feel me? So I don't know why they not running the ball first instead of trying to put the ball in his hands so much. They offense just couldn't get it going. Ole Miss just kept coming up with stops. You feel me? Jackson Dart, a person I wasn't up on early on in the season. I went and did a little bit of research up on him. He been having some decent games and been showing some glimpses of a little bit of greatness. You feel me? But and he was able to be great against Georgia. You feel me? He threw a pick, but he threw a touchdown too. You feel me? He ran the ball good too. So Ole Miss was able to upset Georgia and push they way up into that college football way too. So we gonna see what Ole Miss gonna do if they gonna keep it rolling after a big win over the defending champions like that. So you feel me? We're gonna see. Texas was able to pull out a victory over Florida 49-17. Quentin Evers had a ball game, you feel me? 5 touchdowns, you feel me? That's all you really need to know. They threw the ball all over the ball. I mean they threw the ball all over the field, you feel me? They ran the ball good. You feel me? Defense came to play ball. And Quentin Edwards, that was probably one of his best games all season, especially coming back off injury. That was like his game to show people like, all right, he back and to build his draft stock and to keep Texas season alive too. So we're gonna see what Texas gonna do. Also, another big game was the Hoosiers was able to outlast Michigan. You feel me? 20-15 to move up to number 5 in the AP poll. So shout out to Hoosier Nation, man. They've been going strong all season. Everybody been steady waiting on them to lose, waiting on them to lose, waiting on them to lose, and they ain't lost yet. You feel me? And right now, I think with them seeing that number with the Hoosiers seeing that number 5, I think the Big Ten got 3 or 4 teams right now inside of the top 5 right now, and that's crazy right now. And two of those and two out of most of those teams ain't even meet yet. So man, that's gonna be a huge game when them teams go at it. But big shouts out to Hoosier Nation, like I said. But it was a tough game. It was a tough game for Indiana. I feel like this was probably one of their toughest games yet. It was a tough game all the way up into the fourth quarter, but they was able to get the victory. You feel me? And get that W and keep their season undefeated. Another good game was Colorado 41-27 over Texas Tech. And with that moved Colorado a little closer to a Big 12 title. Now everybody can say what they want to say about Colorado this and Deion Sanders that, Shador this, Travis Hunter that, Shiloh that. They say all they want to, but in the last 3 years, Colorado went from 1-12 to motherfucking what 4-6 or something like that, 4-7 or something like that. To now they can probably be in a Big 12 title game. That's crazy. That's like that's if don't nobody see what they doing, man, that shit crazy. And if they don't acknowledge it, that's more even crazier. But you can't acknowledge it when you got Shador Sanders going out there throwing for another big game, 291 yards. He had 3 touchdowns on the pass, and he had 1 rushing, so he had 4 total. You feel me? Travis Hunter, another big game. He had 99 yards, a yard shot from 100. He had another touchdown. He had another interception, a crazy interception. If y'all ain't seen it, go check that. Go check that. Go check that out for sure. But he had another game, and that's why I say it's gonna be a tight run for Heisman because you got Travis Hunter, you got Shador Sanders, and then you got Genty too, who all of them having crazy ass seasons right now. Especially Travis Hunter doing this on both sides of the ball. Shador Sanders doing this back-to-back years. You feel me? After they thinking he wouldn't be gonna be able to do it, they've been calling the Big 12. It's been it's a shaky conference, this and that. No matter if Big 12 was shaky conference or if teams left, whatever you want to call it. This team was just 1-12. They won 1 game 3 years ago. They won 4 games last year. And now they already sitting at 8-2. So you feel me? Shout out to Prime and shout out to Colorado and what they doing. Cause they got some big name players over there. They ain't got no big name players, but they got some big time players over there, especially at the wide receiver with Jimmy Horn. You feel me? With Wester, with Shepard, which all them had good games and all them had a touchdown except Jimmy Horn, but all them had a touchdown. All 3 of them had a good game too, including Travis Hunter. So it's a crazy what Shador Sanders out there doing with all that with all the weapons he got. Shout out to Shiloh. He got him a defensive touchdown on the fumble, a fumble recovery. You feel me? Did his daddy dance in the end zone on their ass. They was mad. You feel me? A little confrontation. I had seen the video. A little confrontation there happened. The Texas Tech player had to try to take the ball from Shiloh Sanders, and they had to get on his bumper about that. So yeah, they holding it down in Colorado, and they putting Colorado back on the map, man. So shout out to them. Uh, Alabama handled LSU to get back in that win column 42-13. You feel me? Keep their season alive. You feel me? Milroe had a big game on the ground. You feel me? As usual. You feel me? He had 185 yards rushing, 4 touchdowns. You feel me? But tune in to next week college football too. Let me know what y'all think about these picks. I got Colorado at Colorado versus Utah. You feel me? I got Colorado, of course. You feel me? Texas gonna play Arkansas. I got Texas, but y'all already know how I feel about Arkansas and they quarterback. And even though they season been up and down, still watch out for them. They still dangerous. You know, like I said, we just seen what Georgia Tech was able to do in Miami. You feel me? So don't sleep. You feel me? This the time around that season. A lot of teams will get upset. You feel me? So You got the 24th team Missouri playing the 23rd team South Carolina, and you feel me. You got number 6 Tennessee taking on number 11 Georgia. Now, if Georgia lose this game, I feel like they playoff chances over with, and they season based. I ain't gonna say the season is going to be over with, but they gonna be able to still get a bowl game. But we gonna see. Make sure y'all drop a comment and let me know what y'all gonna think about them games and what y'all think about what team's gonna win. So make sure you like, comment, and subscribe too. So the last thing we're gonna get into though, we're gonna get into NFL weekend. You already know, you feel me? But we're gonna start it off on Thursday because it was a great game with the Ravens and the Bengals, you feel me? They went at it all game, you feel me, until the fourth quarter. Both teams turned it up in the fourth quarter, but the Baltimore Ravens was able to get the edge. You feel me? Lamar Jackson and Joe Burrow went out there and both balled. Both of them threw for 4 touchdowns apiece. But Derrick Henry was able to get a touchdown too. Like I said, the Ravens was able to outlast. It was a questionable 2-point conversion in that game with the Bengals. Well, it really wasn't questionable. It was the right call, but they weren't able to execute the play. The Ravens defense came up big time for them in that tough game, and they was able to get the edge on a 1-point game. And I feel like with that win, Lamar Jackson, he just making a good case for MVP right now. He threw 24 total. He threw 24 pass touchdowns last year total. Right now he at 24 right now, and he's sitting at top 5 in the league right now in passing yards. So by the time the season over, I feel like his numbers gonna be real crazy. So I think he's the front runner for another MVP. That'll be 3 MVPs. And even though my team, the Chiefs, I got my team, the Chiefs, to go into the Super Bowl. I ain't gonna lie, he might be able to do it this year. And if he able to do it, that'd be the only person that if that beat Pat Mahomes, I'd be like, all right, I'm cool, and I wouldn't even be mad at it. You feel me? Because I want to see my boy Lamar Jackson get a ring. But if he get an MVP and he get a ring and get a Super Bowl MVP, Hall of Fame him. You feel me? He ain't even got to win no more rings. Hall of Fame him in the dough. But you feel me? Big shout out to Baltimore and what they doing. You feel me? The defense been able to hold it down for the last couple of weeks. You feel me? After that big loss they had against Cleveland, they've been able to get that defense together. And you feel me? That defense been able to hold leads and let Lamar Jackson do what he able to do and finish them off. You feel me? And Bears fans, man. I was telling my homie them before Sunday even came. I was telling my homie them like, man, they was like, man, you think I should put the Bears on my parlay to beat the Patriots? I mean, don't put y'all faith in the Bears, bro. Don't put y'all faith in the Bears. And I was just telling them like, Drake May had just came off a good game against the Tennessee Titans. You feel me? And I know the Bears defense was kind of banged up, especially missing Brisker, a young captain for them. You feel me? Who hold it down in the secondary, and he come down to that line and make big hits for them. They was missing him in the secondary with concussion protocol. Hopefully they'll get him back soon. But it was just an embarrassing performance. You feel me? They lost 19-3. You know, and Caleb Williams only threw for 120 yards. They couldn't run the ball. They couldn't pass the ball. They only had three points. And this what it's been like for them for the last couple of weeks. You feel me? They ain't been able to execute. They ain't been connecting. The offense just don't look good at all. They just fired their offensive coordinator. I don't think that's gonna mean nothing. I feel like you should have got rid of the head coach too at this point. But hopefully we'll see what they're gonna do. See if the head coach gonna be calling the plays now or they get a new offensive coordinator up and out. But at this point, I just feel like they season really over with. Everybody saying tank the season and this that, but I said it from the start that you bring a rookie quarterback into the same situation, not a good coaching staff. You feel me? They end up building the team a little better around the quarterback, but at the same time, they still had a lot of the same problems. They 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 did find a running identity a few games ago, but they done lost that. Especially Sunday, they didn't get no good rushing yards. You feel me? No from and then on top of that, Khalil Herbert want to trade. So it's just like it's going all downhill for the Bears right now. So probably better luck next year. You feel me? So we gonna see though. The 49ers and the Buccaneers had a good game. The 49ers was able to win though 23-20. Christian McCaffrey first game back and he already was taking on the load, rushing the ball and catching the ball out of the backfield. He had a good game on both. You already know how he was gonna do. Purdy threw the ball well, 2 touchdowns, 353 yards, and the Bucks the Bucks season ain't over with. I ain't gonna lie, this team still finding their ways to be up and up with some of the good teams. They still finding they did it with the Chiefs, they did it with the Falcons. You feel me? Now they just did it with the 49ers with Christian McCaffrey, you feel me? And with George Kittle, and with Debo Samuel, you feel me? And with Jennings. So they wasn't missing a lot of people, you feel me? I know they missing Brandon Ayuk, but they still had a lot of weapons. And when you got Christian McCaffrey, I feel like it should have been I was thinking it was gonna be a kind of a blowout, but the Buccaneers, man, they got some good running backs in Bucky Irvin and then White, Cade Ottoman stepping up. He dropped a couple of passes Sunday that was probably big for them, but other than that, man, other than what they got, they working with what they got, and they being able to still put up a fight in a lot of these games. So don't second guess the Bucks out, and especially they riding behind Baker Mayfield hard. So make the try to see if they probably make a push for the playoffs. It's probably a stretch, you feel me, because they window closing if they keep losing, but they probably can sneak into the wild card. They probably can sneak into the wild card and probably. I don't know what they gonna do, especially if Mike Evans don't come back soon. If Mike Evans able to come back, like I said, they definitely can make a push for the wild card because Mike Evans able to come back and with the running backs and with K Otten, it'll be a little better. Even though Chris Godwin ain't in there, it'll be a little better for them. Get them better chances to win games. So be looking out for them. Uh, Another good game, man. I was telling everybody all week before the game, like, man, I hope we're gonna be able to beat the Broncos because for some reason the Broncos just always be able to beat us. They beat us twice last year. You feel me? And I was just hoping that we was gonna be able to beat the Broncos, and it was a close game all the way into the second quarter. They had the lead most of the game. You feel me? We was able to close the window like right before halftime, 10-14, and then we was able to get like 6 more points after that. But I feel like we ain't execute on a lot of plays. We ain't run the ball that good this week. You feel me? But again, the defense stepped up. The special team stepped up late, and the fourth quarter was able to come up with a huge block. It was a crazy game, man. That was a crazy game. They was able to come up with a block field goal at the end of the game, left everybody stunned, and it was a crazy game. But 9-0, and the Chiefs just keep finding a way to win in the game, man. As long as you got Pat Mahomes and you got a defense like that, I guess you can keep finding ways to just win games. This game, can't nobody say the refs helped them or nothing like that because the refs can't help you block no field goal. You feel me? That was just good special teams. They blew up the offensive line on that side and was able to get about 3 defenders up in there and block a field goal and recover it, and the game was over. So they keep their they keep their season undefeated, and we gonna see what the Chiefs go from there though. You know, I already know. Chiefs Nation over here. You feel me? The Bills was able to pull out a good victory against the Colts, 30-20. The Colts caught 2 picks from Allen. You feel me? He ain't throw the ball too good. He ain't had no passing touchdowns, but he did run the ball well. He had a rushing touchdown, but James Cook held it down for them. He had a nice rushing day too. Had him a rushing touchdown too, and the Buffalo Bills defense been one of the best defense too, if you ask me, in the last couple of weeks. They've been able to hold teams down. So Josh Allen them, because they might sometimes they be having a kind of a slow start. So that defense been stepping up for them for sure. Darvin Ham them in that secondary, they've been able to hold it down for them and let the Bills keep building on the nice season that they have. And they only lost 2 games, so they've been having a real nice season. See what they gonna do. Uh, the Steelers took on Washington. That was a crazy game, man. A good, crazy game to the last minute. I really thought the Washington Redskins was gonna pull it out, man, but they lost 27-28. You feel me? They had the Steelers beat all the way up until the fourth quarter, man. It was like a 10-point game. Then the Steelers started coming. They started closing that window. It was 24. It was 24-14 at one point with like 2 minutes and 22 seconds to go. And Russell Wilson, he stepped back there and threw one of them rainbows up, you feel me, to Mike Williams. The Steelers just got Mike Williams from the Jets a couple of weeks ago, you feel me. He came up big in the game against the Commanders, caught the game winning touchdown. and he had some slick stuff to say to Aaron Rodgers and stuff like that. But you can't say nothing like that because that's right before you got traded to the Steelers. You had just dropped a like go ahead touchdown for the Jets. You feel me? So just be humble, man. You caught the game-winning touchdown. You feel me? A couple of questionable plays down the stretch for the Commanders. You feel me? The pass to Noah Brown late when they was trying to drive him, score some points. The pass to Noah Brown, he dropped it. But I think essentially, Jaden Daniels got to he just had to put some more air into that ball and let it throw the ball a little bit harder, so the receiver could have ran up under the ball. You feel me? Because he had the corner beat on a double move. So if he could get the ball out there a little more, he probably almost could have scored a touchdown or definitely got them in field goal range to win that game. But ultimately, too, on the receiver, Noah Brown, he definitely got to catch that ball because that ball hit him right in the face, man. So even though it wasn't a perfect ball, it was a ball that you could have caught, and he got to make plays like that, especially in crunch time like that. And then the second play right after that to Zach Ertz over the middle, a veteran tight end. I think I don't think he knew that his knee was down when he caught the pass, but he know when you catch a pass like that, you know you got them little DBs up on you, man. You just gotta fall back for that first down. You feel me? You know they gonna give you that forward progress. You gotta stay up when you catch that ball and just fall backwards for the first down and keep that drive going. But that play right there. But then they also had some chances on defense when it came down to it. It was like 4th and 1, and I really thought the Steelers. I didn't really think the Steelers was gonna go for the ball. I think they was really just trying to fake Washington out, and they was able to do that, and that's how that game went, man. It was a crazy game, good game from it was a good game from Russell Wilson. He threw a pick, but he came back and threw it a go ahead touchdown. Jaden Daniels had another nice game for him too. You feel me? Him and Terry McLaurin had a nice game, but Steelers was able to stop that win streak, and the Steelers 7-2 right now. And I was just talking to my boy TJ. I was telling him that Russell Wilson is doing some good things passing the ball, but I still feel like he piggybacking off Justin Fields' success. You feel me? Justin Fields helped that team get the 4-2, and now they 7-2 under Russell Wilson, but it's still like, man, you never know. You feel me? They could have probably lost some of them games, or some of them games wouldn't been like how we never know. But I feel like a lot of that success is because of Justin Fields. But maybe that's just me. Leave a comment and let me know what y'all think, though. You feel me? The Saints was able to get their first win after 7 straight losses and after the firing their head coach. You feel me? They was able to get their first win over the Falcons, who've been like the comeback team of the year so far. They was able to win 20-17. Kirk Cousins couldn't do it this time. I feel like the Saints was able to just go out there and get stops that they needed. But I always feel like that, like every time like a head coach or offensive coordinator get fired or something like that, and they bring in a new person, a team just always play harder for some reason. They always play harder, or they always go out there and get the victory. And the Saints was able to do that. It don't really mean much, but you know, a win is a win. You take it however you will take it, though. You feel me? The Cardinals blew the Jets out. That was a crazy game because I really thought that was gonna be a real good game. The Cardinals really just stepped all over the Jets, 31-6. The Jets offense couldn't get nothing going. It was tough on the passing game. It was tough on the running game. You feel me? And the Cardinals, like I said, the Cardinals been looking good. Like the last 5 games, they've been looking real good. Kyler Murray had 2 rushing touchdowns. He had a passing touchdown. Uh, they've been looking good though. The Cardinals defense been playing good. Buda Baker and them getting sacks. They was out there all over the ball. Marvin Harrison Jr., McBride at tight end making a name for himself. A young tight end making a name for himself. They've been balling out, and as long as they keep playing like this, and Kyler Murray keep playing at this high level, that Cardinals fans and the Cardinals organization expected him to play at, like when they drafted him. Uh, who knows what they seasons go? You feel me? They probably can make a run in the playoffs too, especially the way it's looking. But they got to see that Detroit team though for sure. The Eagles blow the Cowboys out of the stadium. I almost forgot their name. They've been playing so bad this season. They blow the Cowboys out of the stadium, 34-6. It's just all type of things going wrong with the Cowboys. We're gonna get into that. But Jalen Hurts had 2 passing touchdowns, 2 rushing touchdowns. Like I said, flexing his arm all over them. Michael Parsons threw his head coach basically under the bus. man, it's just been all downhill. Dak Prescott gone for the season. CD Lamb ain't playing good. Michael Parsons is crazy comments in the locker room, just coming off injury and coming off a lost game. I just think it's just like a lot of frustration in the locker room because they ain't where they need to be. But definitely, even though you probably know like your head coach ain't doing the best right now or over the last couple of seasons, if he is supposed to be gone and you still can't say what you said if you Michael Parsons, bro. You still you gotta say something. You gotta say something good about your head coach, man. You can't go out there and just say stuff like he ain't never done nothing when he got a Super Bowl ring. You ain't got no Super Bowl ring. Most of the people in your locker room ain't got no Super Bowl ring, so you can't say like he ain't did nothing, and then you can't go back and try to backtrack and say you ain't say nothing wrong or you ain't mean to take shots when you took a shot at him and you said his name and that ain't even like you didn't say his name. You like said his name and that. So like you gotta stand on what you said, but at the end of the day, you shouldn't say it because that wasn't even cool for you to say. Just take the loss to the chin. You feel me? And it is what it is. You feel me? But shout out to the Eagles because, like I said, the Eagles been balling. They've been on a win streak lately. You feel me? After them two losses, they've been able to. I feel like they've been able to get that locker room back together and be able to get on the run that they had a couple of years ago when they went to the Super Bowl the way Jalen Hurts been out there running the ball and passing the ball too, because he been throwing the ball like he been taking some deep shots. So big shots out to the Eagles and what they doing right now. Uh, a great game was the Lions versus the Texans. You feel me? The Texans end up losing the game 23-26. You feel me? And it was a crazy game. If y'all ain't see it, please go watch the highlights. It was a crazy game. Jared Goff threw 5 picks. He only threw 4 picks so far this season, and he been passing the ball crazy good over the last few weeks. So he threw 5 picks. It was crazy, man. But at one point the Texans had a 23-7 lead, and Dan Campbell just did. He stood with his quarterback, and he stood still firm behind him. And Jared Goff just kept taking shots, man. And shout out to the running backs, Montgomery, and shout out to Jameer Gibbs. You feel me? They kept running the ball good. The defense stepped up when the defense needed to step up. They stopped the Texans from scoring, man, and that was just a crazy game. And I feel like the Detroit Lions, they just show resilience. You feel me? They've been blowing teams out of the water, and now they show what they can do when they back against the wall and they need and it's adversity and they need to make plays. They showing what they being able to do, man. And I feel like I've been said, they looking like the team. They looking like one of the best teams to beat right now, and they looking like, other than the Baltimore Ravens, they looking like the only other team that can really beat the Chiefs. You feel me? So, yeah, man, we gonna see. But Detroit, I don't think they gonna always play like that, but for sure, they definitely show some great resilience, and they definitely show, uh, when they back against the wall, they ain't gonna tuck their tail. They gonna keep going out there. They gonna keep playing shutout football. They gonna do what they came to do. Yeah, we gonna see what Detroit gonna be able to do, and they was able to pull out two turnovers themselves. They was able to get sacks, and they was even though the Jared Goff turned the ball over 5 times, he wasn't sacked none in that game. You feel me? But Detroit was able to get pressure, and they was able to get turnovers, and they was able to outlast the Texans in a great game. And also Tua was able to get his first win back since coming back from concussion. They was able to beat the Rams 23-15. He did make a crazy tackle on the interception that he threw, and it was kind of, especially the way he went for the tackle, going low and diving with his head was definitely questionable. Something he should have been doing, and I would have been definitely grabbing him on the sideline and like, bro, don't ever do that again. Like if somebody running to the touchdown with an interception, fumble, anything, you just stay back. Don't be trying to jump out. I know you want to be, but don't we don't need you to be there. We need you to be for the next drive to go win this game for us. So make sure they had that talk with him. But make sure y'all tune in to next Sunday too for y'all that is, but for y'all that ain't and probably gonna miss it because y'all be working kind of like me. The games I'm gonna be looking forward to gonna be Philly versus Washington. Washington coming off a loss. I want to see how Jaden Daniels handle coming off a loss like that, coming off a big loss like that in that type of environment. You feel me being so young and then taking on a Philly team that's so hot right now on a win streak. I want to see how he gonna. I want to see how he take on that challenge. Is he gonna come out and keep playing good? How we been seeing him play good? And how we been falling in love with his play, or is he gonna start treading down and falling off his mountain? We gonna see. The Bears take on the Packers. Y'all already know that's one of the biggest rivalries in the football universe. So y'all already know. Tune into that game, and this game definitely gonna show this the game I've been waiting for. I've been waiting on the division games to get here. When the Bears play Detroit, when the Bears play Minnesota, when the Bears play the Packers. These are the games I've been waiting on. So if the Bears were able to get a win, they still able to move up into the division, and their season really not over. And if the Packers lose, they drop in the division, and their season probably could be over. You already know that Jordan Love kind of got hurt in the last game, and he ain't been passing the ball well. He been throwing interceptions in every game this season. So long as, like I said, as long as the Packers don't turn the ball over and Jordan Love able to play good, the Packers gonna look good. The defense gonna look good. Everybody gonna look good. It's gonna be W's in Packer Nation. And for the Bears, man, they just need to like I've been saying, they defense, got to come back alive, man. The last couple of weeks, their defense been looking dead. They've been having injuries. Like I said, it's been looking like they've been running their defense into the dirt. The defense been playing so good, so well for them early on in this season, and now this part of the season when it's the grind time, and it's getting hard. People getting hurt. You feel me? Teams coming out blazing, and the offense ain't giving the defense nothing to go out there and play for. So it's like you running your defense into the dirt. You ain't scoring points. So we're gonna look to see what's gonna happen, especially after the Packers just came off a loss too last week too. So we're gonna see what the Bears and Packers game gonna look like, and it's just hopefully it's gonna be a good game. The Ravens take on the Steelers. That's another big rivalry. Everybody love to watch. So we got two rivalry games: the Ravens and the Steelers, the Bears and the Packers. But the Ravens and the Steelers probably a little more brutal because you already know you're gonna get some hard nose, trash talking football. Lamar Jackson, Russell Wilson on riding his high horse right now, just coming off a good game against the Commanders, the comeback win. You feel me? Lamar Jackson comeback win against Cincinnati on Thursday Night Football. You feel me? So we're gonna see how that game look. I feel like that should be probably the game of the week. But we're gonna see how that game gonna look for a big game. I think me personally, I'm gonna take the Ravens though. You feel me? I'm gonna take the Ravens over the Steelers because y'all already know I said Russell Wilson piggybacking off Justin Fields' success. So I'm gonna take the Ravens. You feel me? Because Lamar Jackson just playing out of his mind. He just waking up every Sunday and just throwing for 4 touchdowns, 5 touchdowns, 300 yards here, 290 yards here. He's just doing whatever he want out there, and can't nobody stop him right now. You feel me? The Seahawks take on the 49ers, another good rivalry. You feel me? The Seahawks a team that's missing DK Metcalf right now. They ain't been playing as good as they played last year, but they playoff hopes ain't over yet. They taking on the 49ers team who got Christian McCaffrey back too as well. So we're gonna see how that game pan out. Christian McCaffrey had a decent game last game against the Bucks, but that was his first game back. Think this game he gonna come out more physical, more aggressive. They gonna probably run the ball more, pass the ball more to us. So Seahawks definitely better be ready. Me personally, I probably go with the 49ers if I was y'all. The Falcons take on the Broncos. Both teams coming off a loss. Both teams been playing well defensively and offensively. Bo Nix just had a clean game against the Kansas City Chiefs. He ain't throw no interceptions, ain't fumbled the ball. And like I said, Sean Payton been showing some promise with the young kid. He been looking almost better than Caleb Williams if you ask me. He got his team over 500. So Broncos been playing some good ball too. So the Falcons and Broncos look for that game to be a good game. I'll go with the Falcons just because, like I've been saying all season, Kirk Cousins has been like the comeback kid. I think he probably gonna win comeback player of the year, especially coming off that Achilles injury, the way he been balling out, and got this Atlanta Falcons looking with Kyle Pitts, Drake London, Darnell Mooney. You feel me? Robinson, everybody in that defense that's been balling out, going crazy. Big shouts out to them, but I'll take the Falcons. Yeah, go with the Falcons. The Chiefs take on the Bills. Y'all already know they say Josh Allen. Everybody got Patrick Mahomes number during the regular season. Everybody beat Patrick Mahomes during the regular season. You feel me? But when the playoff time come, you already know who number you got. But this gonna be kind of different. The Chiefs still undefeated, 9-0. I don't really think the Chiefs really thinking to go 17-0 or go undefeated or nothing like that. But if it happens, it happens. You feel me? But I got the Chiefs beating the Bills. You feel me? I know everybody gonna go with the Bills because they know that's the Chiefs probably toughest matchup and this, that, and the third. But if Josh Allen played how he played uh Sunday against the Colts with 2 interceptions, definitely look for the Chiefs to capitalize off them 2 interceptions like how the Colts didn't do. So I'm definitely going riding with my Chiefs to beat the Bills. They were just asking who won at the trade deadline when Devontae Adams went to the Jets, Amari Cooper to the Bills, and Hopkins to the Chiefs. And right now the Chiefs looking like they got the best receiver right now when DeAndre Hopkins out of that trade in that trade deadline process, but they got the best receiver because he been producing more and helping the team more than the other 2 receivers been helping their team. So look for that game to be a good game. I ain't see Amari Cooper Sunday, so maybe he play against the Chiefs and he probably have a big game with them, and that probably be his breakout game against the Bills. We'll see, but look for it definitely to be a showdown between both teams. You already know you're gonna get a shootout with Mahomes and Josh Allen. You already know what you already expecting. You feel me? And another good game gonna be the Bengals and the Chargers. Harbaugh got the Chargers playing some good ball. He almost rebirthing Herbert career at this point because he was just almost going down like descending, but now Harbaugh got him playing some good ball with Quentin Johnston, them and Palmer and them, J.K. Dobbins and them. They running the ball good, they passing the ball good, and yeah, Chargers been playing some good ball, and the Bengals who just been up and down, win here, lose here, win here, lose here. But Joe Burrow been balling out of this man. Jamar Chase been balling out of this man. He lead the receivers in touchdowns, receiving yards, in catches, all categories. So the Bengals just they've been balling out, but they just ain't been able to put it all together and come out on a lot of couple of wins like they need. So hopefully they can get back in that win column, especially coming off a big loss like they did against Baltimore when they playing good. Joe Burrow passing the ball good like that. They got to be able to come out with wins, and that's what it's been all about this whole season with them. The defense inconsistency and inconsistent with winning games back to back. So hopefully they can still make a push to the playoffs. But I feel like it's really gonna start that week against a good team like the Chargers, who trying to keep their playoffs hope alive too. But make sure y'all leave a comment and let me know about what games you think I probably missed out on, or what games you think that I did speak on, but you got a different one on. So let me know what y'all think, and you already know. Leave a comment. We'll talk about it on the show. And yeah, leave a comment. Let me know we talk about it on the show. But you already know, man, this was another episode of Great Conversation Guest with your boy Turbo. You feel me? You already know. Add me on Instagram at DMG Turbo. You feel me? For y'all that got Facebook, add me on Facebook at John Morant. You feel me? Make sure y'all add my boy TJ Behind the Lens on Instagram at Taj_Miller. And for y'all that be checking out too, go check out my cousin video just dropped today. Jiffy Dro just dropped the song The Realest for it's JEFEDRO. You feel me? The Realest. You feel me? Upcoming artist up in Chicago, up in the rack. You feel me? Go check him out. He's talking that real shit, man. He got some hot shit coming for y'all too. I'm gonna have him on the couch I'm gonna have him on the couch for me one episode. But make sure y'all keep checking in, and man, we gonna keep dropping this shit, man. You already know.